Somebody asked about Hans's car yesterday. Here's his 240, still all in one piece. He's been driving it quite a bit, but the turbo is less than stellar on it. The exhaust housing seems to be loose, and it lets the exhaust housing rotate on the turbo body on the center section. Tried tightening the bolts up, but it's a snap the bolt off situation. So rather than breaking all the bolts off and having to drill all those out of the housing, he's just going to replace the turbo, and it's leaking a little bit of exhaust out of the exhaust housing where it bolts to the center section. So instead of driving it and making a mess out of it, he's just been driving the Mustang, his favorite car. But his car's running really good, and probably better than I want to know, because I've been hearing rumors around town. But it's been parked, still running really well though, and everything's good with that. Haven't buffed it out or anything yet, and it's covered with doo-doo right now, but still looks pretty good. He's never fully bolted the bumpers on. There's a lot of wire ties and stuff, but I think that's the style. If there is such a wire tie style, he's got it. Anyway, decided to make a quick video for you guys. I want to say thanks for all you guys watching the videos yesterday. I know it's been a long time since I made videos, and you guys all seem to stick around and always come back, and it really means a lot. So just want to say thanks. Here's the swap project. Got the motor out. It's hard to teach him to get stuff clean and stuff. You know, they just want to stab the motor back in here, and I'm like, you're gonna clean this up in here? And oh, why? So still trying to teach him some of that stuff. But there's one of my snap-on sockets down there on the ground. I always love to see that. But what are you gonna do? He'll get out here today and finish this up, or at least get the motor bolted in here, I hope. And he was supposed to have some help yesterday, and it didn't show up, and I could see the disappointment in his face. That's one of the things that comes with working on cars. You know, if you guys are getting into it, there's always going to be that time where your friends are going out and partying, and you're working on stuff. It's the trap of being a mechanic. It's what happens. It doesn't matter if you're painting cars or if you're building motors. Sooner or later, your friends are going to be having a social life, and you're going to be stuck in the garage. That's part of being a gearhead. I tried to explain that to them, but you know, kids don't want to hear that stuff from their dad. They have to learn about it firsthand. So it was sort of hard to see that disappointment in his face yesterday, but hopefully they'll get over it. But here's the corner. It's a little more organized. The cart's on wheels, of course, and can be moved out of the way. Got all the cranks stood up over on this side. Move some cylinder heads around. Can't move this motor, man. I got no balls to move stuff. So as soon as he gets done with the hoist, I'll get this and put it up in this stand over here, and get the cylinder heads put back on this, and try to get this motor back into the 2003 Mustang out there. I don't need another project, so I'm leaning towards putting this back together, sort of stock, painting it, and try to sell it. So that's where we're at with that. And we go horseback riding this morning. It's a new family thing every Sunday morning. Take the girls, and I'm learning how to ride horses. So I'm gonna go over and get some video of that. And we'll try to get back over here and do some more work today. Try to get this a little more organized. I wanted to get all this stuff pushed out of the building and move some stuff around in here, but Hans sort of blocked the driveway up with his project. I don't know if he'll move that today or not. I asked him a couple times yesterday, but it just never happened. So I've been trying not to aggravate him on it, because I know it can be stressful. But hopefully we'll get that moved around today. You know, you can get some of this stuff emptied out later and shuffled. So yeah, I been having second thoughts about putting the stuff in here. One, because this the mill's so heavy. A couple of guys mentioned bar stock and stuff to move it, and that still might be an option. I don't know if I like that spot for it, but I need to get it plugged in, buy some bits, turn it on, and start using it. I found a fixture for cutting heads. I want to say it's like $360, and it's got the fixture that bolts to the bottom of the cylinder head, and the top part, of course, goes into the mill, and it'll open the case house up, or it'll cut cylinders. So that'll probably be the first tool I buy for the mill, and then a valve spring tool for cutting valve springs for dual springs. I'm gonna get one of those. And this is, I don't know what collar this is, but it's feels like a 3/8 collar. I know you loosen this up here to you know, open that up, and then as you tighten this, it closes that back up. I don't know if that's standard or not. I don't know about the 110 thing. I know that I can't remember his YouTube channel right now, but he watches my videos all the time. Does some cool stuff over there. 1970 SS. It's not Tom Duncan, but he's sort of got a similar YouTube channel name. But anyway, he was curious of why it was 110, and this mill's always been 110 for 15 years that I've known about it. It was at a shop that I worked at for 15 years, and I left there 20 years ago, so it's been 110 for a long time. But I don't know if that's because it was on a ship. You know, this is a mill off a Navy ship originally is where it came from, so I don't know if that's why it'd be 110, or if somebody, you know, had the motors rewound and took the three-phase stuff off. I know a lot of this stuff's normally three-phase or 220, and that was one of the things I liked about this mill, is that it was 110, and I knew I'd be able just to plug it in and sort of use it. The original project was to restore it. I started watching a lot of guys on YouTube that buy old machines and take them apart and make them really nice, and I was sort of inspired by those guys, so I made the deal for the mill. It was supposed to come with a lot of tooling and stuff, but it never did. It was just basically the mill and those two end mill fixtures out there. But hopefully, you know, I'll be able to buy some tooling for it. And I understand the head's not exactly, what do they call that, trammed in, dialed in. It's off a little bit. One of the guys was cutting a case on it, and the case came loose and flew across the shop and made the mill jump off the ground, and I don't think the table's ever been square since then, and nobody really knew how to square it, so they stopped using it, and that's how I got it. Just set in the back of the shop. And I think Noel ended up buying a mill and taking all of the tooling from this one to his house, and if they have to do any mill work, Noel does it now at his house. But that's how I ended up with that. It's supposed to be a trade towards the convertible, and we're putting the floors on. So that's that. So guys, thanks again for watching the videos yesterday. It's good to be back making videos. Good to be back in the garage. Some of you don't know, I got the flu, or I don't know what I got. Got sick there for a while, and I was down for a month plus a week or two. I was in bed for 30 days. But it's good to be up, good to be moving again, good to be walking around and breathing. I can hear out of the ear again, so everything's coming back. So things are looking up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the, what do they call it, Equestrian Center, and check out the horseback riding and stuff. Thought I'd throw this video up, answer the questions, a couple of them about Hans's car. It's definitely not hurt, and it's been running really good. And he's just taking on projects for friends of his to generate some cash, because he, you know, the job market's sort of slow around here for an 18-year-old kid that's still in school. So, and I'd rather him concentrate on graduating than getting a job right at this point. So I'll foot the bill for another year. If he graduates, that's the deal, and then he can worry about getting into the workplace. So, and hopefully he picks a job that'll make him happy. I never thought that he'd be into cars. You know, he just wasn't a kind of a kid that'd come out in the garage a lot. And just recently, you know, when he got his car, he started to show interest, and you know, he does have some mechanical ability. So hopefully, if he wants to pursue that, he'll you know, find something that he likes and he can get into it. I know that the mechanical side and the out of body, just working on cars in general, can be a very stressful job, and it can be not very rewarding once you start doing it for a living. So hopefully he finds somewhere that he can be happy at and not fall into the day-to-day drag of it. But we're going to shut this down. Thanks again for watching. thanks for subscribing. I need to do a giveaway. I got another 1,200 subscribers since the last time we did a giveaway. We've passed 6,000 and we're on our way to 7 now, and I really appreciate the channel getting big. It's that's what I do pretty much, this YouTube thing, and I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing and commenting on the videos. It's what makes the channel what it is. So I really appreciate it, and we'll have to do some sort of a drawing, come up with some sort of a contest, because you guys like that kind. And yeah, I just have to figure something out, but I'll definitely it's not slipped my mind, and I'm definitely thinking of something to do for you guys. So the other thing, somebody asked me about shirts, and I tried to do a request for the or I asked some guys if they wanted to do the YouTube garage shirt again, and didn't really get a really good response. We made this shirt probably about 2 years ago now. It's been maybe a year and a half since we sold these. But it has everybody's channel name on the back of the shirt, and well, everybody that wanted to be added to the shirt. There's a couple of guys that want to get off the shirt, and we just haven't made another shirt yet. So I don't know if I'm going to make another YouTube garage shirt, or if I'm going to do some VW channels or vwdarrin channel shirts. I don't know what to do. You know, I don't really know how much of a demand there is for it. And I've sort of lost touch with John, Sign of the Times guy. He's the guy that did all our stickers and our shirts for us. I still have quite a few stickers left. If you want one of those, you can just PM me your address, and PM me your address on this video. If you put your address on this video, I'll definitely send you out a sticker. If you put it in my email or inbox that I can't find, I might not answer your email or send you a sticker. Not because I'm that way, it's just because I'm not really computer savvy. But I haven't seen John in a while, haven't heard from him, and that's my sign guy, the guy that makes the shirts and the stickers. So I'll have to find a different avenue for the shirts this time, and or try to make better, or you know, try to get more aggressive on making contact with John. But until then, let me go ahead and cut this one short. None of them are short. I apologize for the long videos, but nice little puffy clouds today. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it, and I'll come back to the mess. I won't even show you guys the garbage pile. It's pretty sizable. I might have to load the back of the pickup up and make a dump run. So still looking for a vent for the front of that bus. Anybody has one, I'd be glad to pay shipping, buy the part, whatever. Let me know. I can't seem to find one of those grills down south here, and I'd like to get one of those on before the show, but I'm sure that won't happen because the show's in a week now. So we might have to fabricate up a piece of aluminum or something for the front of that, where those vents are exposed. So, but yeah, so that's where we're at. Checked some videos out yesterday. I saw Anthony in the mini bike race. It always cracks me up. It looks like a good time. So you guys have a good one. I'll turn this back on a little later, and try to make the best of your Sunday. It's a beautiful day here.